Hello, and welcome to the PhoneArena.com video review of the BlackBerry Storm 2 9550. At quick glance, the 9550 is very similar to the original Storm, the 9530. It features a large 3¼ inch 360 by 480 display. It uses capacitive technology, and when you touch the screen, it clicks. Along the sides, you'll find the familiar 2 convenience keys, one on each side, a micro USB charging port, volume rocker, and 3.5mm headset jack. On the back, it sports the same 3.2 megapixel autofocus camera with an LED flash. A few of the minor differences start to show when you take a closer look. For example, the battery latch is now something that you get your fingernail under, as opposed to the 2 clicks on the side. The speaker has also been moved to the bottom, and most notably, the navigation keys are now incorporated into the screen. The screen difference is what makes the BlackBerry Storm 2 a completely different device than the original Storm. Though you can't see it, you can definitely feel. There are now 4 sensors, one on each corner, as opposed to the one central one before. There's also no play to the screen. Before, when we wiggled it, you could actually see the screen moving off of the sides, and you could see the circuit boards of the phone. Not so this time around, and there is a much better feeling. This translates to better performance as well. For instance, as we type out a test message, the screen responds very quickly to us. On the original Storm, we could never type that fast. Words would get jumbled, letters would get missed, and the autocorrect software would have no idea what we were doing. This time, it's more like a regular keyboard, and we can actually type out messages at normal speed. This is a huge improvement over the original, and, in our opinion, almost makes the device a completely different device. We wouldn't have minded seeing them going with the name Thunder and just get rid of the Storm moniker altogether. Whatever they chose, the results are the same, and we have to say, we're very impressed with what RIM's done. The Storm was just updated with the 5.0 software a few days ago, and indeed, the Storm 2 ships with this 5.0 software as well. There isn't a drastic difference. Some bugs have been worked out, scrolling is a little bit smoother, menu transitions are a bit prettier, and there are a few more customizable options, such as the number of beeps for individual contacts or for different types of messages, like email or text. The big difference that users will notice is threaded text messaging. This is the first time we've officially seen it on BlackBerries, and it's good to finally have this. It's something we're not sure why they didn't incorporate before, being such a messaging-centric device. Whatever the reason, it's there now, and it works exactly as you would expect. Like the original, the Storm 2 is a very good media player. It comes with VCast music with Rhapsody, and you can of course also sideload your own music. As you can see, the layout is very iPod-like. It looks extremely similar to the iPod Touch. As you rotate the device, it does follow with you, and there is no cover flow, so it's not an exact copy. But users will feel themselves at home. The videos are the same way, and they look excellent on the large screen. It would be nice to have 16 million colors, like we see on the iPhone and Pre, but instead we get 65,000.
Save the planet. What for?
The camera was a different story. While it was indeed better than the first time around, color saturation still had some issues at times, and there was a bit of graining, and overall, for a 3.2 megapixel shooter, it was underwhelming. Still, this isn't a main feature of the device, so we can't knock them too much. Browsing on the Storm 2 is pretty much the same as before, although the browser has been optimized to give quicker page load times. The Storm 2 also includes Wi-Fi, with support for both B and G standards. For users not in 3G coverage area, this is a nice inclusion, although we expect that most users will still stick with their 3G network. The browser is not too bad. As you can see, it's keeping up with us pretty well. However, it's not up to the WebKit standards we found on phones like the iPhone and Pre. We know BlackBerry has some WebKit aspirations, so hopefully we'll see a better browsing solution from them soon. We have to imagine that this is the device RIM originally imagined when they designed the Storm. The SureType technology the first time around was absolutely horrid and kept us from using the device. This time SurePress makes it much more enjoyable, and it actually feels like a real keyboard. At the end of the day, we still prefer our touchscreen devices not to click. However, we do realize that some people will like this feature and enjoy the tactile feedback. RIM has done a great job of fixing all the flaws in the original and bringing to market a device that can truly compete in the touchscreen industry. We don't think it's quite to the level of the iPhone or the Palm Pre, in some regards because of the software. However, we have no doubt that this will be a much more successful phone than the original Storm.